Yes, guys, they're back on this channel, and that's Q&A time. Jesus Christ, I don't think I've done a Q&A since like June, and I made a video in August about the Q&A. I forgot to upload it, and you know, ever since then it's just been there. And I just looked at the video now; it's a bit outdated. It has me talking about the rise and fall of WCW when I first got it, me talking about me getting glasses. So I'm just gonna remake the whole video. I'm trying to make this under 3 parts. It's always been a tough challenge for me to do Q&A videos under 3 parts, but hey, let's give it a shot, right? First of all, I gotta say, I used to watch, I thought Q&A videos were the best videos on YouTube, but not many people did them. But Honor Hammer, I must say, top-notch Q&A videos. Some of the best Q&A videos I've ever seen. Possibly the best Q&A videos I've ever seen have all been done by him. And I want you all to send him questions. I'm going to send him a bunch of questions right now when I'm done with this video. Yeah, but hey, you guys have been asking for it. I've been putting it off for a while. So hey, I've got, Jesus Christ, I have questions from July still in my inbox. Okay, first question's from RKOWNEDU. The last guy that was getting a good push to main event level is Muhammad Hassan. What'd you think of him and if he was their next world champion? I really liked him. I still say to this day, there's only been, I think, maybe Jericho. Yeah, I'll say Jericho. Jericho, when he turned on Michaels, very few people have been able to get the amount of heat that he got. That man was hated. And I mean hated. Everyone freaking hated him. I heard a rumor that there was a house show where people threw like pennies and beer bottles right in his face. That's how much he was despised, man. And it's a shame about the London bombing incident. I feel bad, but I still think that WWE overreacted. I mean, not the UPN. See, what happened was they had the London bombing incident in London, and then they had a segment that they filmed on SmackDown of a bunch of the droids, or whatever they're called, lifting up Daivari by air as Muhammad Hassan beat up the Undertaker right before their match at the Great American Bash. Undertaker versus Muhammad Hassan, #1 contenders match. UPN saw that. It was taped. SmackDown couldn't change it. It was the day they taped it on Tuesday. The London bombings were on Wednesday, and then on Thursday they aired it. I don't know. I don't think they couldn't really do anything in their defense, but anyways, so because of that. Because of the incident, UPN got pissed off with Muhammad Hassan's character, and they wanted him off television. They wanted him off UPN. So at the Bash, Muhammad Hassan was supposed to win, and he was supposed to fight Batista at SummerSlam instead of JBL. And many, supposedly, we don't know for sure, but it makes a lot of sense, and supposedly he was supposed to beat Batista for the belt at SummerSlam. But instead, Undertaker won with a chokeslam. Undertaker last rided him off the stage. He was written off UPN. Eventually, WWE released him since they didn't want to put him on Raw. Plus, his heart wasn't really into it after the UPN incident anyways. And then Taker went on to fight a #1 contenders match against JBL on SmackDown. JBL won. JBL fought Batista at SummerSlam. Taker fought Orton at SummerSlam. Muhammad won. Muhammad was champion. We would have had a great reign by Muhammad Hassan. I do not know who would have taken the belt from him. Leading into WrestleMania, we all know that I guess you could have done Rey Mysterio versus Muhammad Hassan, but I really don't think that would have drew. Because, you know, we all know that ever since Eddie died, that's what propelled Rey in the main event scene. So you have Muhammad win, he goes to Mania, which most likely would have happened. You know, they were trying to repeat the whole WrestleMania 7 incident. Who would have beaten Muhammad Hassan? I really can't think of anyone. I don't think Taker would have done it. And if Eddie hadn't died, I think probably Eddie would have won the belt. We all know he was supposed to beat Batista, even though in Batista's book, Batista said that Eddie told him that Orton should be the one to win the belt and not Eddie. But remember, because we all know that he told Stephanie, I'm going to be the next world champion, and Stephanie said that on the tribute show. And that was supposed to mean that Eddie was going to beat Batista for the belt in the triple threat match, him, Batista, and Orton. But like I said in Batista's book, he said that he called Eddie and he said, no, Orton deserves the title. I would be very appreciative to take it, Dave, but you got to give it to Orton. And then like a day later, Eddie died. Maybe they changed plans after he told that to Stephanie. I don't know. But so I guess maybe they probably would have went with Eddie Muhammad Hassan at Mania. I guess it doesn't really make that much sense because Eddie's from Mexico and you need kind of, same with Rey, you need kind of like an American, I think Rey was born in the U.S. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he is. You need kind of like an American icon to take that Muhammad Hassan. Unless you want to bring Cena in from Raw. I don't know. I don't know how they would have done that, but I think it would have been a great world champion. Holy shit, I wasted 4 minutes on one question. What do you think of WWE Superstars? I haven't seen the show in 5 months. That should tell you something right there. Will there be a Chris Jericho versus Taker Feud heading into WrestleMania? There could be. We were talking about this. We've been talking about this for a while. Look at the Survivor Series match. I doubt they're going to go with Jericho and Show. There could be easily a Jericho Taker Feud. This could be like a foreshadowing of it. You can have Jericho and Show lose the belts at Armageddon. Maybe have them fight at the Rumble. And then lead into a Jericho Taker at Mania. It could happen the way that Survivor Series is being booked. Next question's from LightingEffectsBruh. What's your favorite gimmick match? The ladder match. I've said that 1,000 times before. I like it more than Hell in a Cell, to be honest. Well, Hell in a Cell might have consistently delivered more, but ever since the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, I doubt it will ever again consistently deliver. So I'm going to stay with the ladder match. And doesn't everyone still obsess with the Attitude Era? It's like they have nothing to do but to say that they want it back is annoying. Yes, they do, and I find it very annoying that people kind of cling back to the Attitude Era. That's why you have many people nowadays supporting this wonderful promotion. It's the closest thing to the Attitude Era to old ECW that we have, and that's Ring of Honor. By the way, I finished night 1. Excellent, excellent show. Very underrated. I'm starting night 2 once I finish the Q&A video. So yeah, really, I'm tired of people going back to the Attitude Era. For people who just complain about the present day product and say last time was much better than this is horrible, that's like not too bad. For them to say, I want back what we had last time, that's kind of not good for me. NuFcPRO sent me like 14 questions. I answered half of them, but I don't remember which ones I answered. Fuck. Because I answered half in one video that's already on YouTube, and I answered half in this video. Do you think ROH will be able to grow into a bigger company? Yes. Jericho's part of Night of Champions. That's kind of outdated. Do you think WWE should drop its lower pay-per-views? Yes. Split by pay-per-views again. Yes, I do agree with that because I think that main event guys are too busy hogging the spotlights, and mid-card guys rarely get on the... Because you usually have to put a women's match. You have to put a lot of the main event guys. Mid-card guys is very rare for them to get matches. People love the SmackDown branded pay-per-views. I did not like most of them. I thought most of them were bad and poorly done. Some were awesome. I really like Vengeance 2003. I think that one's very underrated. I really like Armageddon 2006. I like No Way Out 06. Oh, God, there's a few more. I just can't remember off the top of my head. Those are like my 3 favorites. But really, I thought some were just god-awful. No Mercy 2003, I did not like. No Mercy 2006, I didn't like. No Mercy 2005, I did not like. 04 was very good. That should be on the list. But there were some that were horrible. Poorly done. Most of the Judgment Days were SmackDown pay-per-views. Most of the Great American Bashes were SmackDown pay-per-views. Those are the 2 worst pay-per-views WWE's ever had. So really, I hated most of them. But I think with the new talent they have, especially on SmackDown, then yeah, they should definitely go back. Although the Raw pay-per-views are most likely going to suck ass. What do you think of the SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 video game? I hate it. Giving Mark Henry. Rock and Austin return for WrestleMania. Austin, no. Rock, maybe. Mordecai, I liked Mordecai. Kevin Thorne, don't know why he's not in the company anymore. Yeah, that's it for that guy. He answered a lot of questions. I'm going to have to remember which one to put in the description box. Next is the XX Trader 1. Do you think pro wrestling should be treated as an actual sport? For example, not having heels or faces, just having the wrestlers act in themselves, or as entertainment, favoring their faces and hating the heels? It should definitely be entertainment. I've said this 1,000 times. Wrestling needs to be scripted because in wrestling, you're going to say it's real, yeah, yada, 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 but we watch wrestling for the quality of the matches. Some of us watch it for storylines, for who's the best. We watch it for the quality of the matches. In MMA and boxing, that's different. Quality of matches is very differently considered better there because you just want to see someone get hurt. This is when we care about the quality of the matches, and if wrestling wasn't scripted, that'd be very hard to control. It used to be real. It used to be real in the 1920s, 1930s, I believe. Lou Thesz's mentor, I forget his name, was like the champion. Matches were like 5 to 6 hours. The problem was Lou Thesz's mentor was unbeatable. Like no one could beat him. So he decided to take the pin, to throw a match, if you will, to pump new blood into the business. And then they just went from there, and slowly by slowly it became a scripted sport. And I think it needs to be scripted. Like Sanders Robbins said, you can control the good workers and put them in a good match. Ultimator 50, who's your favorite quarterback? I've always liked Manning more than Brady, and I will stand by that statement, especially this year where Brady is looking soft. He is, I'm sorry. You can see him. He's hesitant to throw the ball. He's always been afraid of getting sacked. Always. He hates getting sacked because he doesn't get sacked that often. But this year, he's just I know he just came off a big injury, but he's really getting fearful. I think it's really preventing him. Yes, and I do think Manning is better than Breeze, and yes, I do think Manning will win the MVP for the 4th time this year. Okay, this is from BL Wrestling 1. At the end of the show, like SmackDown or Raw, what would be a good name for it? Ultimate X Line? I don't know, man. Something with the X Division. That's the show that I want. Those Wrestling Guys 09. Damn, man. These have been a while. Who, in your opinion, is the greatest Latino wrestler to ever achieve success in America? Either Eddie Guerrero or Pedro Morales, but I'm going to say Eddie Guerrero because I think he's more well-known. Tito Santana is another one, but I think Eddie Guerrero has achieved more in his career. What is the most overrated wrestling most in your opinion? I don't really find any type of wrestling overrated. I like high-flying wrestling. I like grappling wrestling. I like submission. Hardcore wrestling, I think, is overrated. I think some people really love it. I really think there has to be a point to it. Or like True Slayer said, if you're not going to have a point to it, then you have to make it completely gory. There really is no middle ground. And what are your thoughts on Vince Russo? I believe there's a lot of lies about him that people believe, and I agree. I really don't think and I'll get into that next video. I'm going to get through 10. I'm out, guys. See ya.